Impact Wrestling announces TV tapings in Mexico. Welcome back to the ACB Wrestling Talk channel, your main source for wrestling news, discussion, debate, previews, all that kind of good stuff. I am your host, Alexis Corrillo, and big news coming out of last night. Impact Wrestling announced via its website, and a bunch of wrestling news websites also carried these news. The fact being that they would have TV tapings emanating from Mexico City, Mexico, come September 13th and the 14th at the Frontón Arena in Mexico City. Now, if I'm not mistaken, these are the tapings, these are the last 4 episodes leading up to Bound for Glory, which will, of course, take place in New York City. So obviously, very radical change from these set of tapings to the setting that we're going to have at the pay-per-view. Now, these tapings did catch a lot of people off guard, especially since, if I'm not mistaken, Impact Wrestling is going to be the first company ever to have TV broadcasted from an arena in Mexico, in the country of Mexico. WWE has gone to Mexico City and to Monterrey and to Guadalajara for events in the past, normally in October, but not for TV tapings per se, not for Raw or SmackDown Live. With that said, these announcements of the tapings kind of make sense simply because AAA's biggest event of the year, Triple Mania, is taking place this Saturday night, August 25th, and at the arena in Mexico City, the Mexico City Arena, and a bunch of big stars are going to be partaking in this event, including a 4-way match between Jeff Jarrett, Brian Cage, Phoenix, and I'm forgetting the fourth man in the match, but it's going to be for the AAA Mega Championship, so obviously a little bit of involvement with Impact Wrestling stars in that event. You also have the team of Z and E in a 4-way number 1 contenders match, number 1 contenders ladder match for to become number 1 contenders for the World Tag Team titles of AAA. So, and you've got Pentagon and El Hijo del Fantasma and a bunch of guys. You know, you got Pagano, you got a lot of Lucha Libre guys, a lot of Lucha Underground guys in the Triple Mania event. So obviously it would make sense, knowing that AAA and Impact have a working agreement, it would make sense that either after Triple Mania or the tapings for AAA TV after the Triple Mania event, that they would advertise the Impact Wrestling TV tapings for September 13th and September 14th. Now, some unofficial numbers for the actual arena is that it holds about 4,000 people, so you know, it's fairly doable to fill up the arena. But then again, Impact Wrestling doesn't have a lot of a market yet in Mexico. They recently got a TV deal with 52MX, but that's a very obscure channel. It's on very few cable providers, so obviously Impact's going to be starting from the ground up, building their marketplace in Mexico, and that's why they have the partnership with Lucha Underground and Lucha Libre AAA. As far as I'm concerned, these tapings are A+ to me. Simply put, I don't want them to return to Orlando, Florida ever again. In fact, maybe once a year just for nostalgia, just because, you know, they were there, that was the home place of Impact for years and years. But I just want them to keep traveling, and Impact Wrestling has indeed started to become more and more into a global brand. So those are my thoughts. Those are the news that Impact Wrestling is going to be having tapings in Mexico come September 13th and 14th. So if you're living in Mexico City or close, near to that area, you have to go check them out. So anyway, leave your thoughts below. What do you think about Impact Wrestling emanating from Mexico City come September 13th and 14th? Leave your thoughts on the comments section below. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. We're covering here news, topic, discussion, previews, all that kind of good stuff Monday through Friday. So go ahead and subscribe. Like this video if you like it. If you dislike this video, dislike it. That's it for me. Till next time.